Hello and welcome to Musings and Monologues, our platform for daily banter on ideas, issues, and personalities who affect and impact us in our daily ritual of existence. We focus on Jeff Bezos today, the richest man on this planet. He started as a small time trader who had jumped onto the internet bandwagon in its earliest years of existence. He gave up his lucrative career as a wolf of Wall Street to latch on to the thereby unknown landscape of e commerce. His mother, in fact, had advised him to indulge in this exercise as an after office hours activity to be practiced on weekends at the most. Needless to say, Bezos did not heed advice. He started an online bookstore, but he had recognized the enormous power and the capacity of the internet 20 years in advance. He had the handicap of running 20 years before his fellow competitors in the market. Amazon soon became the largest bookstore in the world with an infinite number of titles, and it was a profitable venture as it could evade sales tax and sell books cheaper. With his monopoly established, Bezos could now arm twist small time publishers to give a kickback of 4% of sales. They were left with no other option, and even the big publishers had to yield to him eventually in a very short term. What happened in bargain was a collection of an enormous database of potential customers who would eventually leave retailers to buy everything online. Amazon ventured to selling music, clothing, toys, electronic items, all online. It became a virtual online mall. They already had the database of potential customers. It was in this context that Bezos stumbled upon the idea, and created Kindle. This broke the backbone of big publishers, as an e-book could be sold at half the price of a printed book, and he had the supremacy of rights over that e-book. Amazon now had created a virtual monopoly in all spheres it was doing business in, and it created at that point of time the largest amount of warehouses known by Amazon or created by Amazon as facilitation centers, where the labor was overworked, men were becoming transformed into robots. Retail trade of Amazon products online further accentuated the journey. Now, Bezos was selling Amazon clothing with its independent label, and books which were coming directly online without the publisher intervening between Amazon and the seller, the one new guys who wanted to publish their unpublished works. Bezos flouted all rules and regulations to achieve the position he was now ensconced in. He advocated that all big things start small. Today, Amazon Prime Video has become the biggest OTT platform with its largest collection of films, web series, and sporting events. Amazon has virtually enveloped our being. Jeff Bezos is controlling all the thought, just celebrating the virtual supremacy of capitalism. We are reduced to becoming mere slaves of this system. Now the question arises, is this a healthy trend? This is a question which confronts us with no suitable answers, because we do not have an alternative to Amazon, the primary platform which is so big that it actually challenges any competitor who has come and surfaced recently in the market. When the virtual becomes real, we have a lingering doubt in our heart that our dreams can soon turn into nightmares. Is it going to happen? That is something which you can answer. I leave the thoughts with you. The next time you venture into buying a product on Amazon, just give this a thought. Bezos today, remember, ladies and gentlemen, remains the richest man in the world despite a recent enormous divorce settlement of $38 million he had to pay off to his ex-wife, yet he retains himself as the number one richest man in the world. What is the theory of this richest man? How has this richest man enveloped your being or forced you into slavery? Ask yourself that question. I leave you with this thought and happy day to all of you.